Boykasha. Yeah, that's right. Welcome back to another episode of the Gomu Gomu Talk podcast, episode 40. You know what I'm saying? Episode 40. This is a podcast where we talk about all things One Piece related, do the, I'd say, well, not even a weekly One Piece chapter because we had a little break in the One Piece universe and in real life as well. But yeah, anything Straw Hat related. I'm your host, one of the co-hosts, one of two, Lyle. And with me is my co-host, Austin. Say what's up, Austin.
What's up? What's up? Welcome back, lads.
Welcome back. And if you're gonna be watching this recording, I'm gonna be carrying around this microphone like it's actually doing something, but it's not even connected.
You know what?
Um,
Oh,
I'm also what you sipping on today,
I got a Actually, no, Coke Zero. No, what do I have? A Coke Zero sugar.
dude? I think I found my new diet soda enjoyment, and it's not Diet Coke. It is actually Pepsi Zero. Pepsi Zero tastes amazing.
Really?
I'm just gonna put that out there. Pepsi Zero tastes like Pepsi.
That's crazy.
I actually created it.
My boss drinks
Overall,
Pepsis, bro, like
Pepsi
nonstop.
Zero is crazy.
Yeah, that's
Also, I
all
want to
he
say this.
drinks.
Shout out to Costco.
Mhm.
Yesterday, they put our order out twice, so you already know what the vibe was. You know what I'm saying? The food court. But let's get back to track. We got episode 40. We got two chapters we're gonna talk about. Um,
Yes.
same old stuff, man. I was busy. Austin was busy. We didn't really get
Yeah.
the time to record. But school's almost ending. Finals next week. We'll be back. We'll be back to actually, at least for the summer, and I guess like next semester will for me. It'll be
Which
good for
is
me because
crazy, because are
the
you finishing up what semester are you on right now? Is this
first
spring?
semester, baby.
Is this like a spring semester?
Yeah.
Okay.
The way my class is set up, it's 16 weeks for a full semester,
Yes.
but we take classes in 8 week sessions. So the first 8 weeks I took
Oh,
3 classes, and the last 8 weeks I took 2 classes.
okay. That's where I got confused, because I felt like you finished before, but then you started up right after. Which, okay, that makes sense then.
Yeah, it was hell. It was absolute
Yeah,
hell. But
I know. I know you've been struggling, but you got through it. Getting through it.
oh shit, I gotta make sure I don't get like a 30 on my final. No, then
Yeah.
I'll be getting through. Um,
No, but Lyle's been
but
busy, and then I just started shift work, so I just I just started 12-hour shifts, and honestly, respect to anyone that does. Yeah, yeah, clap it up. Respect to
wrap it
anyone
up.
that does 12-hour shifts and has a life. Honestly, I don't know how people like do things after
Do it.
working 12 hours, or like, yeah, like people go to the gym before or after work, or like go grocery shopping, or like run errands. Like, I just don't know how it's possible without just not sleeping.
I think it's called caffeine, Celsius, and crack cocaine.
Yeah.
But let's. Listen, bro. I'm still not used to it. Um, yeah, we aside from us, I've also noticed that there has been a lot of quite a few breaks. I think there's a break next week too. I'm not
Yes.
really too sure.
Yeah, I think there is a
Um,
break.
oh, from the One Piece. Um, also before we get into like the actual chapter stuff, I want to talk about we have a confirmed date of the One Piece remake. How do you feel about
I
that? It's
saw
gonna be
that.
early next year.
It's gonna be 2027, right? Did they
Yeah,
say like what month, or they just said? Because I
yeah.
saw
I
the
think
year.
it's spring.
And it's been a actually I saw that like a I forgot when. It's been like a little bit, but like, did they say how many episodes were releasing, and like what
It was gonna
was
be
going on with that? Let me
it
see.
was gonna be like 7 episodes or something.
Okay.
It was a
Yeah.
short season, but the episodes were gonna be 40 minutes long.
Yes, I saw that they were gonna be like basically like the the duration of like double episodes, which is 40 minutes. Dude, that's actually so hype. Oh yeah, February 2027, only on Netflix.
And there's gonna be released all at the same time.
Mm-hmm. Which, how do you feel about that? I mean, I
I'm
guess
okay with
for
it.
something like One Piece, where I assume
We know
like,
what's gonna fucking happen.
yeah, like
We know
I'm
what's
actually
fucking happen.
okay with that, because it's like, I mean, I've already seen it, so I would actually love to binge watch it. Plus, that's also how I actually enjoy watching One Piece. I'm a binge watcher when it comes to One Piece. I normally just let a bunch of episodes pile up. But damn, that's actually so hype.
Yeah, I love it, man. It's. We've been talking about the One Piece for like so long
Mhm.
that shit. I know, like my stepdad keeps saying he's gonna. Now he has no excuse. February next year,
Yeah.
he has no excuse to not watch it now because he keeps talking about for some. He keeps talking about a cloud in the first 2 minutes of the original. I know which cloud he's talking about. It was like the cloud that's like right before Luffy goes into that little whirlpool in episode one.
Oh.
Um,
Mhm.
yeah, you would if you watch the first episode, he's like, I can't get over the cloud. How bad is anime? I'm like, dude, get over it, bro. Grow up. But I'm actually, dude, like, but in all seriousness, I'm actually so excited.
Mhm.
I'm very excited to hear what the new voice actors sound like. Because apparently, no voice
Oh,
actors. Um, Speaking of voice actors, I also saw that the Luffy's voice actor has been trying to retire, and they said no.
dude, I was gonna just about to bring that up. I thought that was bad funny. Cause
That's
I don't
crazy.
know how old she is, but I mean she's been doing it for a long time now. So, but they
Dude,
should have just denied her. Said nah, nah, get in the booth, get back in there. But
I had this friend, just kind of like a tangent. He's like, man, like I want to live like I hate Western culture because I feel like in like Japan, like Korea, they probably like it's probably so chill with like like work values and stuff. I'm like, are you serious? I'm thinking of the same place, right? Not to try to get
yeah,
too like, but we hear what they be doing to. What's the one anime? What's the animation company for JJK?
oh
Mappa.
Mappa,
I know what
yeah,
they be. I know what Mappa. I know what
slaving,
Mappa be
bro,
doing.
slaving
Yeah,
away, like
I
dude,
know.
but
Let's talk about it,
yeah.
man.
Dude, also I'm seeing the like they release I don't know. I don't know what this is, but I saw a bunch of information about it about like the One Piece remake and dude, they got the Avengers crew working on this when it comes to like directors, like series composition, character designers, like even like everything, like animators, directors, producers. It's actually insane the lineup for like who they have working on this. And they've been working on it for like when was it announced? Like was it like 2 years ago?
What, the One Piece?
Like the One Piece remake that they were working on it.
Probably like a few years ago,
It
man.
was gonna
It
I was
probably
gonna
been a
say
few
it
years.
feels like it's been at least like almost like 2 years now at this point. And
Yeah.
I honestly thought it was gonna come out like 2028. But I also didn't know like I wasn't sure how they were gonna do it. Like if it was gonna be what's it called? Um seasonal or like weekly or like what was gonna happen, but I saw actually no, never mind. I thought I saw something else. But that's actually news about the live action where season 3 is coming out in 2027. But dude, I'm actually so excited for this. And
Very,
the art
very
that they've been
exciting.
releasing for it is actually so nice too.
It's
Cause
very nice, but they're like, what they're trying to do my boy Usopp dirty. You know,
come on, bro.
you know, I know what
I
you're
know,
doing.
dude. Cause I
This is
actually
Oda's
really
vision.
like what's it called? The animation for Wood Studios. I like how they draw
Oh
the
yeah, with with
characters and the
with
colors. So I'm really excited for
which
this.
which studio is an amazing company. I don't know why they dropped them for Attack on Titan season 4.
I think it was just too much work. And then
Let's talk,
Mappa
let's
was
talk
just
about
like,
it.
"Did you guys say work?" like,
Let's talk about it.
yeah, let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it.
That's what I assumed it was just too much work. Like, I mean,
Are you kidding me?
bro, they were slaving away, dude.
Sleeping away. Let's talk about it. Okay, let's continue on. Now that we got that out the way, let's talk about the new chapters, man. New
Yes.
chapter, two few chapters coming out. We have one chapter that came out today, via illegally on some Discord that I went to that drops leaks.
Mhm.
Whoever the leaker is, I'm pretty sure it's Oda himself.
Yeah.
That leaks all this, but we're gonna first talk about chapter 1181. Um, talks about God and the Devil, chapter 1181, and it is a reader request in the cover art.
Yes.
I haven't seen Carrot in so long. It feels like
Hmm.
Carrot singing and walking over pan sharks lined up in the sea. By Ichiro. Translation by Stephen Paul. Dude, you know what? I'm gonna say this, bro. Like all of his like all the animals he draws, like it's so goofy. Like I love it so
Yeah.
much. Like, you remember like the banana gator?
Oh, I'm trying to remember.
These reminds me of the banana gator a
I just
lot.
like how much like the like facial features, like how expressive all the animals or creatures are in One Piece. Like even in this
Oh yeah, it's
picture,
amazing.
that goofy ass, I guess, pan shark in the background in the air.
Yeah.
But
Oh, I also wanted to say too,
mhm.
we're gonna be going through this briefly or try to go as fast as we can. Try to put our focus on 1182 and
Yes, because
what that was
that
mentioned.
I'm not gonna lie, me and Lyle, we just kind of like briefly went over it beforehand. Dude, that's a banger of a chapter. It
Yeah.
like I
But
couldn't believe what I saw.
this is some
Uh,
good ass. This is a good ass chapter too.
Yeah, we'll talk about it later, but it actually really reminded me of another, I guess, manga or anime. But okay, let's you know
Let's
what,
talk about it.
let's get right back into it. Because let's see, where did we leave off last chapter? Was finally the, Emu coming face to face with Loki, right? The way the last chapter ended, it was just like I think I forgot. It was like Loki basically announcing that like, you know, I'm the man. Like we finally come face to face. Like, I'm the man you're looking for, pretty much. And again, same thing. He confronts him, talks about how Emu basically did King Harold dirty. He died at age 144, but that basically was like half their normal lifespan. I think he says they normally live to around like 300 years old naturally, but
Yeah.
and he's basically just saying like you're the reason for like my suffering as well as Harold's suffering, and in which Emu just replies, which I also think it's really weird that Emu is still talking in the third person. Because I remember we talked about it a while ago when Emu was taking over Gunko's body, and we're like, oh, maybe he's talking in third person because like he's not there. You know what I mean? But this guy is literally standing face to face, and he's talking about himself, and he's still referring to himself as Moo. But he basically says that he was the one who actually suffered the greatest setback. And, obviously, Loki just starts charging up. After he gets all
Oh
these
my.
flashbacks of Harold, what happened, the past, and he charges up Ragnar, which, I just think
The
the goofy ass hair, bro, with the face of the squirrel and the teeth. um,
is you know what? It reminds me of those like one from like the Super Smash Brothers,
oh, yeah.
like the little the Goombas. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
saying? Yeah, but dude, these next few panels are actually sick of this fight scene that we're gonna see. Um, like Loki charges up Ragnar Suzuki, fucking the shit is like juiced up, and he hits him, and then we see like this like little like spirit kind of thing, animated spirit come out and just happily just taking the head, and dude, like it is craziness is happening. Like we see like it's this fight scene that just goes on. Because we see a back and forth of like we get to see Emo like full fucking try. I wouldn't say he's probably trying hard,
yeah.
but like while this is happening, um, like in the next page, like, we see like Emu also just powers up. He eats a goddamn like what's it called, a Mario mushroom. He
Yeah,
becomes a giant
grows.
himself, and then
Mhm.
and just grows as like the same size. And he's like, oh my god, like this is actually just GG's shot. And then like, and then he just bodies Loki, man. I
No,
don't know what
straight
else to
up.
say. He bodies his ass, dude.
Mhm.
Like Blade of Judgment Nemesis. Like we're getting named attacks, fellas. Like
Yeah,
this is how serious this shit is, man.
and it's
And the
crazy
whole
because
time,
he also like his weapon changes here too, to like kind of
yeah, but
like a long,
well,
like a what's it called? What's those like two-handed swords that like they used back in the day with like the long
oh my
hilt?
god,
Yeah. So his weapon also changed here, which is something I actually didn't really notice at first,
This
but
this Vihanders, this Vihanders.
yes, yep, yeah. So his weapon changes as he's fighting, and he just stabs through Loki, but he goes on to explain that like, that charge that he does, he shoots like, I don't even know what to call it. It looks like a fiery demon, from his hand, and he calls it Omen. We saw in the last chapter, and I think maybe yeah, the last chapter, in which he explains that in his words, Omen is his military might, which is a little bit confusing, and I hope we get some more clarification on that later, like what exactly that means. But yeah, I thought it was super sick that his weapon also changes, because we see here right after that, um I think he changes his weapon again to kind of like a, what's that, like a swinging mace,
Yeah.
with the omen at the end attached to it. So it seems like he has like a rotating arsenal of weapons that he can use. And bro, he completely bodies Loki. Like, I don't know what to say. He bodies Loki here, and just when you think Loki's done, it looks like he's fallen back, like he's about to get laid out on his back. Bro, he just grabs his hammer and just swings it down right back onto
Dude.
Loki, which I thought was so troll, because just as you think he's done, he just started, and he just completely bonks him pretty much, and he just goes, "I didn't ask," as Emu's just explaining, his abilities and stuff.
Dude, and like while this is like, so like in the next few pages here, like the whole time, like this motherfucker Emu, he be talking in riddles, bro. Like I don't know, like what the fuck
Yeah,
this man saying. And then like I hate motherfuckers that like talk like this. Like
yeah.
I'm gonna just be real. Um, so this goes into like shout out to the chapter name, God, Devil, Devil and God,
Mhm.
and he's like he's saying what's the difference, and then like. And then it goes back to like, Loki, like I don't really care. He's like an edgy teenager,
Yeah,
which is pretty funny because he's probably like 100 years old.
yeah.
But like this next page confuses me because Emu was aura forming this whole time, right? Like
Mhm.
he has this serious look at his face. He's just like he's mogging everybody. He's like PSL one Terra Chad right now.
Yep.
And then out of nowhere, he makes that silly ass face like when it's talking about Joy Boy, right?
Mhm.
Like it's just like when you get to the point where like he was talking about domination is the only bliss in the world, isn't that right? Like he's like we see as what I assume like everyone like the boys and like Joy Boy laughing,
Mhm.
you see that on the bottom right panel.
Yes.
Um and then like you see that silly like stupid face that like all like the people
Long
make like isn't that
face.
right?
Yeah.
The long when the long face come on, that's how you know this is about to start getting goofy.
Mhm.
Um, well, like he says, "Isn't that right, Joy Boy?" And then instantly we see Luffy.
Yeah. Cuts to Luffy just
We cut to
scarfing down
Luffy
food.
scarfing food, and now we know him scarfing down food is now like a language, I guess. Gotta eat, gobble gurble means gotta eat more.
Mhm.
Month means more.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, we see like he's gonna make a big fucking he's gonna be a big player in this whole battle
Oh yeah, it's
because
definitely like leading up to it, hyping up, because you already know the biggest power ups for Luffy is just Ian. But I kind of want to talk about that. Yeah, so like that little, I guess like a flashback that Emu has. It's like you see a silhouette of what is we think is Joy Boy, and it looks exactly like Luffy. You see the outline of the straw hat, and even his face, like the silhouette of his face looks exactly like Luffy, and the way he wears his clothes, like kind of like pulled up sleeves, like a little cuffed at the wrist. And then I assume that's Emu in the background, just listening to Emu yap. I mean, not Emu, listening to Joy Boy laugh yap. But so we know that there is some sort of connection between the two of them, which is
there
nice.
was a there was a theory I
Mm.
remember I read so long ago about um how like Luffy's like a time traveler.
Mm.
Have you read this before?
No, I
Where
I thought you were
like
gonna bring up something else, but I have not heard about that one.
Luffy is like is Joy Boy before as a baby, and the people use a time fruit or some shit
Like the one that
to
Toki
bring it
had,
to
like what's it
yeah
called, Odin's
to
wife.
bring him yeah to bring them forward. Like bring it for pay it forward. When you're at like
Mhm.
the McDonald's drive-through, you pay
Yeah,
it forward. Like yeah, that's what it
let me
was.
double it and give it to the next person. Let me double
Yeah,
it and give it
double
to
and give it.
Emu.
Yeah.
5 like 800 years in the future.
Let me double Joy Boy and give it to Emu again. And when they basically asked Emu double or give it to the next person, just double it, and I'll take it again.
Emu
And
said, Emu said, double it and give it to the next person, and ran around the block and came right back. To oh
yeah,
shit.
which is very interesting, man, because they look so fucking alike.
Mhm.
It is
But
kind of crazy.
yeah, I will say the resemblance is absolutely uncanny. But
And
I guess
also
we already
too,
saw that
and
before with like kind of the Joy Boy flashbacks that like they look pretty much the exact same. Like they have the exact same build, which I thought was really interesting. But let's see.
um,
Yeah, so right after this, Emu kind of has that flashback. He gets a little bit distracted, as he reminisces about Joy Boy. And while he's distracted, bro, that opens up the window for Loki to just hit him. Hit him across Elbaf, right into the tree. And we see Emu laid out inside of the tree, and while this is happening, we see it gives Loki the opportunity to transform and to Nidhogg, in which we can see that Emu recognizes it immediately, and Loki just blasts him with the Thorheim, and this last part I thought was um was really was really interesting as well because Emu just says, so thou art back, and he kind of has like a grin on his face. It almost seems like he's happy to see him, or like there seems to be some sort of connection. Again, it
yeah.
seems like the fact that he's saying that he's back, like he he either what's it called? Actually, this might be referencing something in the next chapter that we're about to roll right into, so maybe I'll save it for that. But he seems kind of like almost happy to see that he's back. But hey, actually, a banger of a chapter. I didn't think we
Very good
see
chapter.
action straight away.
Very, very good chapter. But let's say some discussions about that into the next chapter.
Yep.
Uh,
So let's
dude,
just roll
I
right
love that
into it,
chapter.
right?
I just
Yeah.
yeah, let's just roll right into this. We got 1182. Zaza. That's a very funny chapter name. So the cover art request is Isho savoring a carefully prepared bowl of udon, um, made by a fox and a tanuki. I hate when people call I don't know why I just said that twice, but I hate when people call like the admirals by their
Yeah.
their real name. You know what I'm
I
saying?
was
Like,
gonna
dude,
say when you said that, I actually didn't recognize the name.
let's be like, dude, you do not know who the fuck you don't know Fujitora like that. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Like,
Yeah,
let's
you're not
relax.
that
Or it's like
close
when
with
people
him,
say it's like when people
to be
call
on a
oh
first name
like
basis.
oh call Green Bull oh like Aramaki or Borsalino. Like, dude,
Hmm.
okay, let's chill. Chill with the
Yeah,
glaze. Chill
but
with the glaze.
yeah, a cute cover art. But one thing I wanted to mention, there's a side note here, especially this is again fan translation. So Zaza is the Japanese onomatopoeia for heavy rainfall. I just wanted to bring that up because that'll make sense later. Because when Lau sent me this, I was like, as soon as I read the title, I was just like, bro, who translated this, bro? Like, naming the title Zaza, I was like, okay, I don't know about this.
That's good. That's good. Dude, this is so when you go open this chapter, I think it's so cool like how like dope like Loki is, like his aura like on the onto the page, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um like we go just back to like literally the last page of the previous chapter. It is just Loki, just the aftermath of him doing his attack on what's it called, Emu, and Emu just has that fucking grin. It's like it's finally. I get that what's it called that the re what's the word I'm looking for? He gets to meet them again. You know, he gets to see
Yeah.
me. He meets Ragnar again. He's so nostalgic of what's happening.
Hmm.
And shit. He even said I didn't even realize that that's what he said.
Yeah.
To remember, like to remember Ragnar, seeing that he's waiting for his master this whole time, and he calls them traitors.
Hmm.
Calls them
Yeah.
traitors.
It's the
What's
way
up with
his
that? It's
reaction was, it's almost like seeing like an old friend after a long time. You know what I mean? It's just
yeah.
like, and here he mentioned specifically Ragnar. So I think from the last chapter that when he was talking about like so thou art back, he specifically is talking about Ragnar, because he goes how nostalgic, so we know
Mm-hmm.
that they have some sort of connection before. Because I think even in the it might have been 2 or 3 chapters ago we saw that there was like a ancient giant who had the same exact devil fruit that Loki has, who also wielded Ragnar, and he fought Emu or something. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, something along those lines. My memory's a little spotty, but
No.
bro, seeing
Dude,
Ragnar just kind of pop off right here. I mean, I wonder if the translations will be the same, but like the noises that he makes is just like, like yeah, I could just like I could just hear it already.
Yeah.
So
Dude, this shit is fucking like this next page is actually so sick. Like when this gets animated, it's gonna be fucking amazing. But I know fucking Toei is gonna use those dumbass Dragon Ball sound effects, like when they do the key blast
oh
for all
yeah,
these cool ass shits. But like, dude, the what was that like? Just like the five arrows when what's it called? When Ragnar pulls out that like I guess that's like ice, right?
yeah. So Ragnar is
The ice
blasting
smoke,
like ice, and then Loki's just shooting shots, bro. Like
shooting lightning through it.
yeah.
And then like Loki, not Loki, Emu just counters it with like a Nova Eclipse. And this fucking dude, I just know like whenever like when this get animated, like those eyes, those weird things, like it's just gonna look so like eerie, right?
Mhm.
Seeing that, and it's just so unnatural, like especially
Yeah.
in the One Piece universe. But yeah, this is so like cool. I can't get over how like much I feel like Oda had like a really fun time like sorry like to make
Yeah.
these
No.
these fights.
Especially seeing the scale of how big they are compared to, I mean, they're already on like a humongous island, but these guys are massive. So the scale of these attacks and the scale of this fight is actually like insane. Like we can see, right after this, people reacting to what's going on. We see Bonnie with Vegapunk, Lilith, as they're sitting by one of the trees just looking at the fight that's going on. There's fire everywhere. There's snow, there's lightning. um and it must look like the end of the world pretty much.
Yeah.
But we see right here, what's it called, Bonnie and Lilith are kind of just taking care of Sanji. They're just chilling because, I mean, what are they gonna do? You know what I mean? Like, do you see what's going on outside? Like like what do you expect the
Bonnie,
12-year-old
Bonnie,
to be
Bonnie,
doing?
you better lock in and give everyone gear
Yeah.
5, bro.
Bro, it's just like, yo, I don't know if you saw what's going on outside, but yeah, I think we're gonna sit right here. But Sanji's obviously been laid out, and he's already getting back up. He's ready for more, and he just what happened. It might have been last chapter or 2 chapters ago, but what's it called? We saw that
He got
Saint
pieced
killing
out.
him.
They
Yeah, Saint killing
they
him. Emu clapped him. Saint killing him. Basically, just let his ass go as he went on to continue the mission to steal the children. And Sanji, bro, not on his watch. He jumps right into it and he leaves, and they just leave. He just leaves Bonnie and Lilith just by the tree, I guess.
Um, we get back to so we go right after that. We go straight our library, and we get to see Saul, Biblo, and let's not forget Robin. Um, they found out where all the books are hidden now. So Biblo had taken all the books to make sure that the fire is gonna make sure it's not okay. And this is good though, because like now like we have all this information that we're definitely hopefully not gonna like lose when after this arc ends. Um so yeah, I thought this was pretty cool that they included this back end, but we show right after that we go straight back into what's going on in the field. I think that was like kind of just like a little awkward spot to like just add that, to be honest, but
Yeah,
what do I know?
it
What do I
was
know?
weird, but I guess they just tied up the story that all the books are saved, because they were looking for what's it called, Biblo, as well as all the books. Again, it's been so long since we did a video. It was probably like 2 chapters ago, where they were wondering
Yeah.
where everything was. But it cuts back, and we see near the western village by the port. Um, what's it called? Saint Summers has found. I don't know. He just found one of these ships, and he makes the call to the Dendon machine, basically saying that he found a suitable ship, a suitable giant ship, and that they're continuing on with the mission. He tells I believe this is Saint Killingham, to get the children, here in the next 5 minutes or so. Um, and after this, it is nice to kind of tie in to the story, like what exactly is going on with everybody and the rest of the crew. But I think this is also back in the Western Village in one of the taverns. This is where all the injured people were, and Chopper doing his Chopper things, fixing everybody up. Is this? I forgot her name. Is it? What is her name again? The one of the new giant pirates.
Gerd.
It's Gerd, right?
Gerd.
Okay. Chopper just stitches her fingers back all together. Like,
No big deal.
no big deal. He
It's
literally
fine.
says, "Oh, it was a clean cut. Like it was a clean cut, so we could just reattach it. Like, don't worry about it."
Dude, why is Hashrudan like posted up like that? Look at him.
Dude, yeah, he posted up like a corpse, bro, on an autopsy table. Like,
Yeah.
but yeah, so
Yeah.
all the injured people are just sitting here, as well as a lot of the children. I think some of the parents around, but you know, just Chopper doing Chopper things, fixing everybody off. Um, and while this is going on, we see also everything. Apparently, everything's taking place by the Western Village, because we see it cuts to Zoro's group, and actually, what is going on here? Who I is his name Gold? What's this guy? What's his name? Goldberg? No, I actually don't remember this one guy's name from the New Giant Pirates.
I think that's not gold. Hold on, let me look this up. New Giant.
I always forget this guy's
They're,
name. Isn't that Goldberg?
yeah, that is
That is
Goldberg,
Goldberg,
yes.
right? Okay, just
Maybe
making
second guess
sure.
myself, yeah.
Yeah, I actually don't remember many of their names. I'll actually, the only one I remember was
But I
Gerd, but I just
know
forgot.
Gerd and then there's Road.
Mm. Yep,
Sanson
yep,
I'll
yep.
forget sometimes, but yeah.
Hmm. But they're kind of, again, they got laid out last chapter, and they're kind of getting back into it. So they're heading back into the action. Um,
Yeah.
and I'm not gonna lie,
Man.
dude. What does Zoro have here in his hands? Can you like, when I read this, I actually couldn't understand what was going on.
Rumble balls.
Dude, yeah, that's what it kind of looks like. He has, like, it looks like three like M&Ms or something. Like, and he's kind of like just juggling, like flicking them around. But he hits us with the line. He's like, if we don't wrap this up soon, like, it's gonna get real ugly. As
This is
they're
gonna get
heading back into
real.
the
Yeah,
fight.
yeah. No fucking way. Thanks, guys. It's fucking obvious.
Yeah.
Yeah. In the next page, we see the boys are back at it again. The boys are back. Summers and what's it saying? Killingham. City Boys is up. You know what I'm saying? And it's like this is when we realize something might be a little fishy fish,
Yeah.
because what's his face? Say killing him was like, say Summer was like, dude, listen, bro, like whatever you did, like please tell me you can take control of this shit, man.
Yeah,
And killing was like, yeah, I probably got that shit. I
because
probably got it. And
apparently
there's
he says that he accidentally summoned what he's afraid of the most. You know, he said he got carried away. And I think it's so funny because the dialogue here is just like immediately he's like, I've gone and done it again. Like I summoned something insane. So, you know, the hype is real when it's just like, what does this guy fear the most? Like what does a top tier holy knight actually fear? Um and which again, I thought this is interesting because, you know, Summers mentions like, tell me you can control it. Um because I always assumed that he could control what the nightmares that he summoned, but it seems like that is actually not the case. And you can see he's also sweating, like he's kind of a little worked up, and his answer is just like, well, it's a dream demon, so probably. But he doesn't look
hopefully.
like, yeah. It seems like it's not implied, so like he's actually not sure if he can actually control what he summons. Um, and then Summers here goes on to kind of talk a little about Emu actually. He says that the great emu's body isn't meant to be out in this world. Um which
The glaze. Let's be real.
yeah, but I also think that that's really interesting too. And we'll go into the discussions after we finish this chapter. But you know, they're just like, yo, the boss is out. The boss is here. We got to show up. Like we must live up to the expectations, you
Mm-hmm.
know? And out of nowhere, it just starts pouring rain. And, you know, it's pouring rain, it's flooding, and Saint Killingham just announces, you know, wait, that is Killingham. Yeah, that is Killingham. To go capture the kids. And inside the tavern, we see the doors explode open, and this hand that's made out of water just grab the children. Um, and he goes on to explain what exactly he fears the most. And I think for him, it's just like and this dialogue is also kind of confused me because it goes on to like kind of explain where he's from. Because in his words, he goes, "For those of us born above the clouds, the idea of water falling from the sky is terrifying." And I guess so. Is that referencing like I guess Mary Joie since it's
They're,
so high up?
yeah, they're so high up. It's above the sky. So
Yeah. So they
yeah.
never experience rainfall. And he says, you know, he's only ever heard stories. Um, and he specifies like not only about like the D clan, Nika, but he says that there's a monster known as the Rain God. And bro, this is the name of the chapter. It's the Rain God
Zaza.
Zaza, bro. And this is what he fears the
Zaza.
most, the Dream Demon. And dude, this is a like this is an actual masterpiece. I'm trying to think of how to describe it. It I'm trying like I don't even know how to describe it. It has multiple hands. Looks like it has like four
It looks
arms
like it's like
completely made out
posted
of
up like it's
water.
like a fucking
It
like
looks
a
like
crab,
Susano,
you know, like
bro.
how
Like
yeah,
like when
it actually
Susano
does.
pulled up, it has like four arms. The entire village is completely flooded. Um, and I know I don't think you read Demon Slayer, but this is actually really. It reminds you of Demon Slayer. The what's it called? Who's the was it the second lower moon? Has like a summon that looks kind of reminiscent of this. But dude, this I mean, if you're listening, bro, you just gotta look it up. Like this, I can't even describe what this looks like. It looks like I mean, an actual rain god. And it grabs all the children. And as this is happening, we see that Zoro and Sanji are on their way back because somebody has to deal with this. And it looks like, yeah, like, I mean, realistically, who's going to deal with this, you know?
Luffy. No, I'm playing.
Yeah.
No, this was. I just want to say too, like to this ending of this chapter, I was not expecting. Like Oda, I was not familiar with the game, bro.
Yeah.
Um, this character, this rain god motherfucker looks so like it looks so out of place, but it looks so cool. The way it's drawn. I love like just I don't know like even know like how to say like how, everything about it like, but I don't even know how the fuck they're gonna get away with this, man. So
Hmm.
at this point, like, are they gonna have to defeat like the Zaza character, straight up, or is it just gonna just hopefully get to killing him and then just get his ass out there, pack his ass up, and
Yeah,
then
I
it's
don't
done. You know what
know.
I mean?
I think they're gonna have to deal with this rain god, bro. But it's just like, dude, it is. I mean, it towers over the village. These giants are
Yeah.
getting swept away by this water. So like, I really and we don't even know what this rain god can do. I assume it
Yeah.
has some sort of abilities, powers, but you know, Zoro, Sanji, they're on their way. I think I got some
Mm-hmm.
faith in them. They said don't and they just tell each other, don't screw it up, But
Yeah.
that is the end of the chapter, and we are getting a break next week. But dude, what a chapter! Like between the Loki and Emu fight, and then the introduction of this dream demon, the rain god Zaza. Like, dude, this like what's it called? Dude, eye candy wise, bro, it's so pleasing. The
Yeah.
detail in the
I
chapter is
Candy.
insane.
Oh, I Candy. Oda has been cooking the past few chapters. I want to say too, like the foreshadowing and the implementing certain stuff been really
Mhm.
good too. Like not only have we not the name of the chapter is Zaza, but we get to see a glimpse of um Emu and Joy Boy's relationship, and we
Mhm.
also get to see a glimpse of what Ratatoskr and Ragnar might have played a role in the past.
Mhm.
Um, so we're finding more stuff about the voice century as we go, and now we have all of these books that we have saved, and the importance of the books is to me is that like, dude, like I think I've mentioned this before, is that like giants live up to 300 years old,
Yeah.
so
And these books have
the
been passed down too. Some of them.
yeah, so these books have been passed down. So as generations go, stuff gets more inaccurate, right? And
Mhm.
everybody knows that. That's just the way life
Yeah.
goes. And if giants are living three times more than regular humans, that means like the information being passed down is more accurate. It's more closer
Yeah.
towards the source material than it is. So I can see the books being like playing a very important role into
That's
what's
actually
gonna
a
happen
really
into the
great point
future.
that you brought up. That I didn't really like completely think about. But yeah, so the importance of the books is actually I mean I assume Robin's about to just next chapter is just gonna be Robin reading all the books. While
No.
while Sanji and Zoro are fighting this rain god outside. Meanwhile, Robin's just like, I think it's raining outside. But no, that actually again, that little detail is like it seemed a little random, but I think it will play a very important role in the story, especially like whatever they find out coming from all these books that have been passed down. I think there's going to be some very important information in there somewhere, maybe
Yeah.
leading to what happened during the Void Century, or even talks about like Emu or Joy Boy or whatever conflict that they had. This beef, this generational beef that Emu has with everybody apparently. But
Yeah.
no, this well, let's see. Should we do more discussions first, or should we do some ratings? What are you feeling?
Um, let's do some ratings into discussions.
Okay,
I wanted to rate this a 9. Both chapters,
okay,
like combined, a 9 out of 10. Eye candy and
bro,
like the
yeah.
uncovering of just little stuff. I love it. Um, yeah, maybe, dude. I don't know. I'm really not much to complain. What about
Mhm.
you?
So I'm giving it a 10. I think
Oh
I think
shit.
the glimpses like combined these two chapters, I think I gotta give it a 10. I think it dropped enough like with these flashbacks and hints of like Emu and that Joy Boy flashback, him beefing with that squirrel. Like think about it. Emu's been beefing with this squirrel for how many years? Like 800 years or something. I was like,
Yeah.
okay. Interesting.
And that motherfucker's been waiting, bro. Like he
Yeah.
played the long game.
Ra- yeah,
He has been standing.
Ragnar's been
He
waiting for Emu, you know?
he's
Don't
been
get it
standing
twisted.
in front. He's been standing in front of the goddamn chest for so fucking long,
Yeah.
making sure nobody eats that thing. Just
Hmm.
waiting.
Waiting,
Like
bro. Waiting.
we're gonna say it again. Waiting. Waiting. Did we mention it was waiting?
Yeah. But
But
yeah,
yeah.
eye candy wise, this is leading up to be an insane arc. Cause I think I probably said it maybe like I don't even know, like 4 or 5 chapters ago. Personally, I actually thought Elbaf was winding down. I thought
Yeah.
Emu was about to dip. I thought he was about to just, grab the boys, maybe a few kids, and just completely dip. But I mean, boy, was I wrong. Like they are fighting, bro. Like Emu is fighting hands with Loki. We see. I mean, it's already
I,
hinting that Luffy's about to come back into the fight.
I
Um,
I'm
yeah.
I'm scared that this arc is gonna end abruptly.
Mm.
That like it's gonna be like, hey Emu, like your time's up, bud. All right, bounce. Or like Shamrock's like, guys, we gotta go, bounce.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it might be needed though, because like I don't know how Luffy and Loki will come back from this.
Hmm.
I think this will serve as like a precursor of like, similar to how when Aokiji meets the Straw Hat Crew, similar to how not Kuzan, that is, yeah, Kuzan is Aokiji. So to Borsalino, also known as Kizaru, pulls up and meets the crew. Luffy meeting Whitebeard, all those, all that stuff where it's just like real, like teaching Luffy this is the level you need to be at.
Yeah.
Um, I I don't know because I don't know how they're gonna do this. Like actually, or
Yeah,
I've been saying it before. Blackbeard gonna pull up. You already
dude,
know what he about.
that'd be wild. But so I actually there was one thing I wanted to bring up for the discussion, and
Uh,
it's in this chapter 1182, and it's the dialogue between Saint Summers and killing him. Literally towards the end of the chapter, where he specifies, and this is his exact words in the translations. It's like the great emu's body isn't meant to be out in this world, and I thought that was really interesting because I was just like, okay, like does he mean that like you know we shouldn't just have him out here because it's like beneath him, but or is there like some sort of limitations on emu's body or some sort of like something along with his powers? Because we also saw when emu transported to Elbaf, immediately he was coughing up blood. Like it seemed like there was some sort of like something going on where like and I remember thinking it's like maybe like it was like something along the lines of like the transportation like got to him, or like again he says his body isn't meant to be out here and that's why he's always in like Mary Joie and hidden in the throne room or whatever. And I kind of wanted to bring that up and hear what your thoughts are. It's like, and I know you
I'm
mentioned you're like, yo, is Emu from the moon? Like I think that was last chapter or like our last episode. But like, yeah, what does this
I
mean? That's a
I
really
am convinced in
Mhm.
the thing about like um that there's a just like the fucking immortality surgery
Yeah.
just puts a giant room like the fucking room
Hmm.
where like his aging just stops and that's
Mm.
just him being immortal. I
Oh
I don't
wow,
know. I
interesting.
don't know how because why else would they bring that up?
Yeah,
And then this motherfucker's from the void century. The fact, oh, the biggest thing that like the Opal Fruit can do is make you
eternal
immortal.
life. Yeah. Oh, I never really thought
But
about that.
like,
That's actually a really good idea. But
so
yeah, this
I
is
think
like a
that's why
really
it's
small detail, but I actually thought it was kind of important, and it goes back to like is this one of Emu's weaknesses? Like because again, we know this guy's functionally immortal. Anything he touches basically becomes like immortal. So like the fact that Summers mentions this in private to Saint Killingham is just like, is this like a very key detail that's like kind of being glossed over, or like, or if I just like overthinking this? But that's
no.
something I thought was really interesting.
I think it'd be very like weird. It'd be kind of. I mean, I know they'd be glazing, but
Mm.
it'd be extreme glaze if it was just yeah, like you're too good to be here. Like no, fuck
Yeah,
you.
because I also thought
Um,
it's because the way the Holy Knights talk, I was just like, they do sound like that all the time. So I was like, is this him just being kind of like pretentious, or is this like an actual like something, like
because
limitation?
it would make sense.
Mm,
Like otherwise, Emu can just roll everything. Don't give a
yeah,
fuck.
it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
So it seems like this is maybe hinting at, Emu's weakness, or leading up to more details about it. But
yeah.
yeah, I thought that was something worth bringing up. Well, let's see, what else is there besides this, the the rain god Zaza, bro. Like, I'm actually so hyped to see this thing in action.
Yeah.
It makes you kind of sad
I
that there's a break.
mm, I can't wait to see everything goes into it and maybe potentially Rain God Fruit. Question mark, question mark. Um yeah, I mean like I don't really know what else much to say that like I'm very excited to see how they combat this thing.
Mm-hmm.
And more shit that they're gonna do with it, you know what I'm saying? But Oda, please cook.
Yeah, I know. I'm happy. I'm actually very happy that we waited till today to record this, because if you guys don't know, but me and Lyle, we were actually gonna record this episode earlier, like
Yesterday, yeah.
earlier yesterday, or even like we also were thinking about scheduling it like before, but we're just like, dude, let's just do a double chapter, like, especially with how some
Yeah.
of the last few chapters went. It was just like it always felt like it ended on a tease. So this, I felt like, was the perfect amount of story to go over for one of our episodes, and a lot of action, sprinkled key details throughout it too. So I'm very happy with it, and I can't wait to. I one thing I actually hope they go more into is talking about Emu's weapon, because now that we see in 1181 that it does transform and like to all these different kinds of things, it actually makes it such a more interesting weapon. But yeah, that's something I hope to
Yeah.
see more of.
I think and I hope to see I'm gonna say I hope to see I think I don't know how to word this. I know what I'm gonna say, but I want to see more of the Emo Joy Boy
Mm,
interaction, and I think I'd be too greedy to ask for the Void Century flashback to see why we even got to that point. Well,
oh,
how Joy Boy betrayed, or maybe vice versa. Maybe Joy Boy's not like the person we really think he is. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Um, I there's a lot of things to go through, and I'm really interested to see how because I just know the Opal fruit is going to be like very important tied to the story, right?
Mm.
Um, I don't know. That's what I'm looking forward to the most. I'm just looking forward to see like the backstory and like how we even got to this point,
Dude,
and
that would be sick if we got
who
the
okay,
like bits
over
and pieces
under.
of the Void Century.
Will we get to see the Joy Boy reveal, like who he is?
Oh, okay. Oh man.
Let's talk about it.
I
We can
want
edit
to
that.
I want to see it, but honestly, this is my prediction. I don't think we're gonna see it. I think we will get a few more flashbacks, but if anything, I think that where we're gonna get more of the Joy Boy lore is from the books that Robin read, because
Yeah.
we know that. Oh, now I remember what it was. I think I was talking about it earlier, but I was actually wrong. It was it was the user of the sun god fruit fought with the ancient giant that had Ragnar. That's what it was. So we know that they have like some beef, and I think that that's where we might. But they didn't mention if that was Joy Boy himself or just like
Yeah.
the sun god. I actually don't remember that detail. but I think we might get more Joy Boy lore possibly from some of these books, maybe.
I think a lot of my predictions have been right, so I'm not
Yeah,
gonna fly too close to the sun.
dude, Lao's been spot
Um,
on. I'm gonna be honest.
but like some of it is wrong, right?
Hmm.
Like I think like I remember when I said like Harold definitely knows something that we don't, right? And like that was the first thing I said. I thought Harold was the
Yeah.
op for,
Hmm.
and then not Harold. I meant to say Ja Rule. I thought it was like Ja Rule just knows something that we don't. But
Oh,
I thought that meant like Ja Rule. I thought that was me saying like Ja Rule was the op. But like Ja Rule did know something that we didn't know. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? But like, or like I thought I said we are gonna see Emu. I didn't think we'd see Emu in real time. I thought we'd see Emu in the goddamn flashback.
Yeah, 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 dude, same.
So I might
I
just
didn't
be
think he
saying
was
some
pulling
bullshit.
up. Yeah.
I didn't think he was pulling up. I thought we'd see him in God Valley.
Hmm.
Um. So when God Valley ended, I thought like, damn, well, shit, I guess I was wrong. No.
Wow.
Um, I will say to this, we will not see Joy Boy, as sadly as it will be.
Yeah. I don't think we'll see him.
However, we will get a very accurate, we will get a more accurate, uh, what's it called? Silhouettes.
Yeah, I think
The
we're gonna
most
get a few
accurate
more
silhouette of them
silhouettes.
all,
Hmm.
and it's gonna look exactly like Luffy.
Yeah. I mean, those silhouettes already do just look like Luffy, but I
No,
think
like
we're
it's
gonna
gonna be
get
like
more. Yeah.
it's gonna be very eerie.
Mhm. I think
And
we
then
might get more reveal. No, I actually, I think we'll just get more hints about their relationship. Like,
yeah,
and I think we, what I want to see is, so how is, what's it called? So at the beginning of this chapter, he mentions like when he sees what's it called, Nidhogg and Ragnar flying towards him. He goes, um, he says Nidhogg, and then he says, "To think down, I would meet again in this world," and he calls him a traitor. Is he talking about Nidhogg or Ragnar or both? You know what I mean?
probably both, because
Okay.
Ragnar is tied to Nidhogg,
Yeah.
so
Okay. Because when I first read this, I thought he was talking about Ragnar specifically, that squirrel. I thought he was
yeah,
beefing with this squirrel, but okay, that makes a lot more sense.
yeah.
Oh, okay. But
Um,
no, so I guess that's our predictions. But okay, how much longer do you think Elbaf is gonna be? Because I really thinking I thought it was gonna end like soon, but after seeing this, I'm not
I'm
so sure
telling you,
anymore.
man, I don't want it to happen this way, but it's gonna end abruptly
Okay,
soon. I'll
I
say
could
soon.
see everything just getting cut off a little bit short.
It
But
has to. How are we gonna defeat Emu? How are you gonna defeat Emu?
yeah,
Past that. Or I'm telling you, man, Blackbeard. Just saying,
Blackbeard.
he's Blackbeard's gonna do it. It's either it's gonna end abruptly or Blackbeard's gonna pull up. One of the two.
Why not
Yeah.
both?
Uh, yeah. Is there anything else that you want to talk about?
I think that's it from me. I think, dude, we had some really good, interesting discussions, and these were bangers or chapters. So that's it from me.
That's it for me as well. I just want to say, I think by the time this episode comes out, Happy Mother's Day. Um,
Yep.
to all the mothers out there. You know what I'm saying? Um, Happy Mother's Day. Yeah,
Okay.
that's it, folks. Peace out, Home Scouts.
Peace.